All right, this is Pre-Algebra Unit 12 review. Your test is tomorrow. And I'm just going to work step by step through this packet with you. And if you have any additional questions, you can always email me tonight, and I'll be looking for them. So number 1 says graph the linear equation y equals 3x minus 6 and use complete sentences to explain how you know whether it's linear or non-linear. So you know if I have an equation and have a graph, the way that I find the points to graph on the graph is by making a table. Okay, so I'm actually going to use these lines to help me make a table. This is actually where you will write your explanation. So you could do this down below, but for space sake, I'm going to do it right here. And so I have y, and then your equation, 3x minus 6, then y, then your ordered pair, which is x comma y. So x would be negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2. That's the same for all equations. This is 3, negative 2 minus 6. This is 3, negative 1 minus 6. 3, 0 minus 6. Excuse me, 3, 1 minus 6. And 3, 2 minus 6. So then my y, this would be negative 12 and negative 9, negative 6, negative 3, and 0. In my ordered pair, negative 2, negative 12, negative 1, negative 9, 0, 6, excuse me, 0, negative 6, 1, negative 3, and 2, 0. So these are the points over here. I need a different color. These are the points that you graph, okay? So negative 2, negative 12, negative 1, 9, 0, negative 6, 1, negative 3, and 2, 0. So you need to explain why this is a linear equation. And this is a linear equation because it's a constant slope. There's no curves, something along the lines of that. Number 2 says find the x and the y intercept of the line 3x minus y equals a negative 5. And remember, when we find the x, alright, sorry, I need the x-axis, or x-intercept, excuse me. Oh, shoot. The x-intercept goes here, and the y-intercept is on the other side. So to find the x-intercept, you set y equal to 0. Okay, and my equation is 3x minus y equals negative 5. And same thing over here for y-intercept, you set x equal to 0. So same equation, 3x minus y equals negative 5. So all you're going to do is plug in y equals 0 for y and x equals 0 for x. So you have 3x minus 0 equals negative 5, 3x equals negative 5, and x equals negative 5/3. Yes, that's weird. That's a fraction. Yes, that is okay. And the other one, 3 times 0 minus y equals negative 5, and 0 minus y equals negative 5. Then I'm left with negative y equals negative 5, and y equal to positive 5. So x is negative 1, or excuse me, negative 5/3. This is my x-axis. That's almost negative 2. So I'm going to plot it at almost negative 2. Y is equal to 5. Plot that at 5, and then I have my graph. Number 3, find the slope of the line that passes through the points 4, negative 3, and 6, negative 2, and write the formula you use. So the formula for slope, once again, I will give these to you, is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, and y2 is negative 2 minus 4 over 6 minus, oops, excuse me, back up. Redo. Let me label my points and I won't mess up. x1, y1, x2, y2. So this is negative 2 minus negative 3 over 6 minus 4. So negative 2 minus a negative 3 is the same thing as negative 2 plus 3, which is positive 1 over 2. So my slope here is equal to 1/2. The next question, I need to write the equation negative 2x plus 5y equals negative 6 in slope-intercept form. This is what we worked on all day today, trying to make sure you guys understand how to do this. All right, so I need to make my equation look like, let me get a different color. I need to get my equation to look like y equals mx plus b. So I have negative 2x plus 5y equals negative 6. I'm going to add 2x to both sides. Leaves me with 5y equals negative 6 plus 2x. Need to get y by itself. That's my goal. So divide both sides by 5. I'm running out of room. I'm left with y equals negative 6 divided by 5. You can leave that as a fraction. Plus 2 divided by 5 times x. Yes, that looks funky. It's okay to have fractions. Okay, and then to switch these around, to make it look like the x comes first, y equals 2/5 x minus 6 over 5. So my slope is 2 over 5. My y-intercept is negative 6/5, and my equation is y equals 2/5 x minus 6 over 5. Number 5, write the equation of the line that passes through 5, 8, and 2, negative 4 in slope-intercept form. So this is the one where you have to find the slope first, and then solve for the y-intercept by plugging in one of these points. So slope first is negative 4 minus 8 over 2 minus 5, which gives me negative 12 over negative 3, which simplifies to being m equal to 4. Okay, now I have y equals 4x plus b. And I'm going to pick the point 5, 8 because it doesn't have any negatives to plug into my equation over here. So I have 8 equals 4 times 5 plus b. 8 equals 20 plus b. Subtract 20 from both sides. And b is equal to negative 12. So my final equation here is y equals 4x plus a negative 12, which simplifies to y equals 4x minus 12. Next one. Use the point-slope form of the equation of the line y minus 5 equals 3 times x minus 2 to identify the slope in a point. So once again with these, I like you to write the formula directly under the original one. And I'm going to write it again just because my handwriting is too big. So I have y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay? And y1, m, and x1. Those are the 3 points that I care about. So my slope is 3. M is equal to 3. And my point, x1 is 2. Y1 is 5. So my point is 2, 5. Next one, write the point-slope form of the equation with a slope of 1/4 that passes through the point 5, negative 4. Alright, so this is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. My slope is, oops, that's not the highlighter. My slope is 1/4, and my point is 5, negative 4. So I have y minus a negative 4 equals 1/4 x minus 5. Right here I need to simplify this more, and my final equation is y plus 4 equals 1/4 times x minus 5. Number 8. Number 8 is saying the same thing, right, in slope-intercept form. Sorry, this is actually not saying the same thing, because now I'm back to slope-intercept form. So pay really close attention, because we have only done one of these like this once, and I apologize for not doing more examples. So this is slope-intercept form. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So it's given me the slope, which is 1/8, so I know that's m. So m I know is going to be 1/8. It also gives me a point, 3/6. So I know x is going to be 3 and y is going to be 6. In this case, the only thing left to solve for is b. Okay, so basically, you're skipping the step of finding the slope. You're just plugging back a point back in, and you're not given a choice of a point. You're just given one point to plug back in to solve for b. So let's do that now. So I have 6 equals 1/8 times 3 plus b. Okay, so 6 equals 1/8 times 3. 1 times 3 is 3 divided by 8 is just 3/8 plus b. Subtract 3/8 from both sides. Okay, and b is 5 and 5/8. Okay, and if you can either keep it that way or you can write it as a mixed number. I'm going to choose to write it as a mixed number, improper fraction, which would be 45/8. So the slope-intercept form of this equation is y equals 1/8 x plus 45/8. That is tricky. Pay attention to what type of form they want your equation in. And lastly, number 9, write the point-slope form of the equation of the line that passes through the points 6, -3, and -3, 3. Be sure to list the slope first. So this is the one, looks like very similar to what we've been doing, point-slope form. So the first thing I need to do is find slope, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which is 3 minus a -3 over -3 minus 6, which gives me 6 over -9, which simplifies to m being -2/3. So there's my slope. Now I just need to write this in point slope form. Okay? So this is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So I know my slope is 2/3. I know it's going to be y minus something and x minus something. Right? Pick one of these points up here. I don't care which one because they both each have a negative sign. So I'm going to pick just 6, -3. So this is x1 and y1. So y minus a -3 and x minus 6. But be careful, I need to simplify this over here to y plus 3 equals, oh, this is a -2/3 x. Good catch. -2/3 x minus 6. That concludes this review. If you have any additional questions, or it's a very good chance I might have made a little mistake on here. I try not to, but I am human. Please email me and let me know. I'll check my email frequently tonight and look forward to hearing from some of you. Talk to you later. Bye.